Ooh, I don't want to play on all Madden. No wonder it's hard. Dash. Hello. They need to remove Andrew Luck.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is preseason football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be an interesting matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Cincinnati Bengals. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, is Brandon Godden
and Charles Davis.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Indianapolis Colts. I'm Brandon Godden. As always, by my side is Charles Davis. So the final tune-up for the regular season, and probably not going to really see much starter action out here in this one, are we?
You're right. Not much in the way of starters, key veterans, key backups. But the guys who have to make the team, struggling for those few spots that are open, we'll see them the entire time. But you and I both know this as well. There will be a surprise cut or two from guys who didn't actually play in this game tonight thinking that they were safe.
Now the elder statesman of the NFL, Adam Vinatieri, set to get us started. And we are underway from Cincinnati. This is taken at its 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership. That's what he's trying to accomplish.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways. Because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good. That middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well. And he's got it.
And now the throw hauled in by Green. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Green last year had the lowest numbers of his career output-wise, 694 yards, 6 touchdowns. But, of course, there was a reason for that. He was battling a toe injury the second half of the season. And, boy, did the Bengals miss his presence. They limped to the fifth. There he goes, left side. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, 28 yards. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. So they start this game just like they won. Opening drive touchdown, a nice run there to finish it off.
Yeah, that's what we call an explosive run because of the distance. And being able to do that, that puts a little uncertainty in the minds of your opponent.
Bullet good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback. And
they need to remove him.
25-yard line. So here come the Colts under second-year coach Frank Reich. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, the very, very talented Andrew Luck.
And Andrew Luck's skill set is absolutely fantastic. There's not anything that he can't do as a quarterback on the field. But I also think that he absorbed a little bit by osmosis some of that great bloodline. His father, formerly a quarterback in the NFL as well.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. On 1st and 10, Luck. He completes this one to Mack. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
Pardon me to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit. It
seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
Now on 2nd and 13, Luck. They'll run the screen with Mack. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football.
Oh, Undertaker.
We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And Vinatieri's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. You really can't see it in his leg. Maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard, that's about it. But as long as he's booting them the way he's booting them, keep going, big guy.
And out now, here come the Bengals. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. And the catch good. It's Eifert.
Face mask.
Down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march up another 15 against your squad.
And that's complete. It's Green here. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Again, he'll drop the throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Green once again the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the back. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a play fake, and it's locked. He's going to go deep for Funchess.
The user.
Possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Yeah.
So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
It was Justin Houston who got him down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. From the 39, Dalton, and he fires one incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now the first carry for Giovanni Bernard, and he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Throwing, Dalton, and he will find his man. It's Kenny Brand, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Bernard. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9. Dalton got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 22-yard line. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, gets stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
On 2nd and a yard. Dalton, Britt's got it, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed.
And he bumped his way into the...
Touchdown. Bagels.
Zone for a Bengal touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
And Brad, I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on 4th down.
And that set up everything, and the end result, the short touchdown run. Correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there. So that's showing a little bit of faith, actually showing a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Third down, Brissett finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First target, first catch, and a first down. On first down, Hines. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now a dump-off here complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 37. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Brissett. That's caught by Ware. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. Brissett going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now Brissett. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Brissett now. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Oh, out of bounds.
22.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll begin here with Bernard. And he'll be brought
Face
down
mask
somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Dalton. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. C.J. Uzomah as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those can be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And that will bump the lead up to 26. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy two-play drive that time. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Back deep, Alex Erickson. Now this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line. So we are halfway through here in the final week of the preseason. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. One more half of football to get through before we say goodbye to the 2019 preseason. All 32 teams in action tonight. Then everyone will be required to cut down to 53 by 4 Eastern on Saturday. And we get it all started 1 week from tonight. The Packers and Bears from Soldier Field.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. From the gun, here's Brissett. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Hines. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Brissett from the gun on 3rd. Able to find Deion Kane complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Give him 32 on the play. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing, Brissett. That's complete to his receiver, Kane. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. This is Hines.
Get your ass
After
down.
a gain of 1, not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Here's Brissett. He's got it. This is Ware. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. So they're backed up to
Going
the
nano
3-yard
blitz.
line, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Hines. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. This one complete into the hands of Maurice Fountain. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. From a yard out. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Giovanni Bernard, nothing but green grass. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Giovanni Bernard, ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now the first play of the drive there is... An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Brissett. A short throw. This is caught by Cox.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And that'll do it for the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Dalton gives to Bernard. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Bernard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking for
rumbling, bumbling, stumbling.
But you and I both know. Well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. On 2nd down now, Bernard. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll run it here with Bernard. He breaks through another tackle. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get your reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here. 1st and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. He was looking for Alex Erickson that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. And they'll indeed take a knee. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
We're going to take to delay a game and then take a knee.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still 3rd down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. And they take a knee. And they won't run a play here, no victory formation. They will indeed try to get 3 more. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Bullock's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a...
Incredible, honestly unforgettable. You would joke like the belly show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You would joke like the belly show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best to soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You would joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You would joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
We're gonna play one more game and then I'm gonna call it a night.
Start the regular season by selecting your season goal. Meeting your season goal comes with higher rewards, but also higher risk. Start your week by installing your game plan.
Ooh, I need two. Time.
The Zach Taylor era begins in Cincinnati. It's the coach. This is week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, the Bengals have a new man calling the shots. Zach Taylor, the second youngest coach in the entire league, as they head to Seattle to take on the oldest coach in the league, Pete Carroll of the Seattle Seahawks. I'll be back at halftime with a look at the games in progress. But first, let's get up to Seattle. Standing by are the guys in the booth, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, it is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Cincinnati Bengals. So happy to be with you, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. And we thought it would never get here, but here we are back together. It's opening weekend of the 100th season in the NFL.
So much football to talk about. That's our main focus. But how about how much happened in the offseason? Rules changes. Overtime rules were discussed in a big way. Some superstars changed addresses. There's a whole lot to talk about in the NFL in addition to this game we're getting ready to watch.
Here's Randy Bullock now to put toe to leather. And off we go from Seattle. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense here set to take over with Russell Wilson leading the way. Wilson, a Pro Bowler 5 times in his 7 NFL seasons, including last year, when he threw for a career-high 35 touchdowns to just 7 interceptions. Now a play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now it's Wilson. Now he's got the hook up to Moore. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. And here's the starting offensive unit for Seattle.
And the play of this offensive line is going to be so important in this game because we saw the sack a minute or so ago. They've got to be able to give their guy time to throw. That means communication and being physical is vital. Otherwise, this could be a long game.
Now Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. So here are the Bengals under first-year head coach Zach Taylor. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork. Oh, and that's caught inside the 35. Whoa, A.J. Green. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green, 70 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Wilson, the Seahawks take over now first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the shotgun, Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run the counter. It's Carson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Well, the Bengals and Seahawks meeting here in week. This is a combination that we haven't seen that often on the turf. If you look back to when the franchises began facing each other all the way back in 1977. But since then, just 20 meetings
holding on the
two
offense.
teams. And the Bengals have won 11 of them, including the last meeting back in October of 2015. Umpire through the flag usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
He gets it to Brown, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, it's Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. On 1st down, Carson. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
52 to the mark, boys, 52. Coming to you.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Completes it to Dixon. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. This is Carson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. From 3 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want it.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 43 yards. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. fourth-round guy, and many thought that's about where he would go. But I think he's got some upside, right?
He can come right in and be what they call a core special teams player, playing all 4 phases of it, and have a chance to work his way into the lineup. I think a year or 2 down the road, they could have a solid starter.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago, really it grades out as a pretty darn good. And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack, taken down at the 2.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
He'll drop to throw. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes the score 14-7. That time a 6-play drive. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
57
A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Completes it to Dixon. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the 1st half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, where they want to let their return guy touch it.
That's fielded in the end zone. Leaping over him. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard. The Bengals drive about to get going. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions just spring.
And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 51 yards. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyler Eifert, as the first half is winding.
3 touchdowns and 218 yards.
Down, as his guys are able to regain
218 yards, I mean.
The lead. Now Bullock to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half, as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And Dixon has it. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch.
He Odell'd it.
So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, where it was the visiting Ravens who were able to come in and take this one on the road. Mark Ingram, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we head all the way out west to see what's happening with the LA Chargers. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. The veteran, Phillip Rivers, with a couple of touchdown passes there. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie, see what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Tennessee Titans. Baker Mayfield with 3 touchdown passes in the Week 1 victory. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency.
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. The 330-pounder Al Woods brings the boom on the sack. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there for the Bengals. And even 70 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 6. Incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage.
Okay, come on.
As the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now.
Touchdown.
3rd and goal. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
Ooh, he doinked it.
Time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There was nothing available there for him.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And caught by Jerron Brown. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throwing is Wilson. And he's got a man on the crossing route, that's Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Carson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 35. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
A carry now for McKisson. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Vigil leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Wilson. And the tight end Dixon left side. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Wilson operating from the gun. This will be caught inside the 10. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quick.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And Charles, he's able to dive in there in a short yardage situation.
Just find a place to get to the end zone. Didn't matter where it was, but once he did, used his nose for the end zone and dove in.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. The Bengals drive about to get going. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half they... And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. How about the rookie in his NFL debut? Looking sharp. It's 1st and 10. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A Bengal 1st down on the 16-yard pickup there. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's got his big tight end, Eifert, and it's a Bengal touchdown. Tyler Eifert, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Ooh, coming up on that rookie record, though.
4 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a Bengals score. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson and Dixon over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. Well, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Oh, shit,
Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They will run it. It's McKissick. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll go again with McKissick. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. 2 minutes
I'm not going to get the
left
ball
to play
back.
this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Yes, I am.
Wilson to throw. And a very good return as he
Interception.
takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play to preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch, counter punch, hasn't it? All throughout.
Shit.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that's caught inside the 30. And down to the 20. A big play there for Cincinnati. 54 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year and the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Got his man. It's Eifert. Now the Seahawks
But did I get
the
that?
2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They're going to look to throw.
I didn't see.
Caught. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. 2nd and 1, and he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home.
436 yards.
It certainly is.
That's a rookie record.
Win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Little work still to do, though. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
Interception.
And it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
The user. At
the 35-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A.J. Green with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Bullock good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Vigil picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. To try again after the sack. Wilson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, it's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Bengals grab it. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. Fielded about a yard deep. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a
Three
really good game
turnovers
right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Bengals, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will head back home home next week. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? Ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop.
You are the best. I seriously can't believe you pulled it off. Not only did you win the game, you threw for like 1,000,000 yards. You're the ninth quarterback ever to throw 400 plus yards as a rookie. Yay!
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way when my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do, lace up my shoes, chase W's, great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable, they sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the few, can't match this.
Start your week by installing your game plan.
I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze.
Richard motherfucking Sherman.
We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit, your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me, naturally I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me, we ain't go together. Like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe, never